Hey you guys, good morning. It is 5:30 a.m. Let's talk real quick while I make my coffee. So I feel like in 2024, we as a people need to do better at understanding that certain situations aren't going to be the same for you as it was for everyone else, or vice versa. I feel like it's becoming really, really popular for people to talk about their accomplishments and in the same breath talk down on someone else who hasn't necessarily accomplished those same things. And I think that's really weird. And the part that really bugs me about it is the fact that I feel like when people talk about their accomplishments, they conveniently don't mention the advantages they had to allow them to achieve those accomplishments. For example, I always receive praise when I talk about the fact that I breastfed my first child for 27 months. And am I proud of that for achieving that accomplishment? Of course. Breastfeeding is hard, and breastfeeding exclusively for a long period of time is even harder. However, just because I was fortunate enough to be able to breastfeed for that long does not mean I have the right to judge a woman who did not breastfeed or didn't breastfeed as long. It's like I see so many posts on social media like, if I breastfed for 27 months, then why can't she breastfeed for 6? Why can't she breastfeed for 5? She's just lazy. You can do it. She just doesn't want to. And that's so weird that we have gotten so simple-minded that we don't realize that everybody's lifestyle and situation is different. And there's 101 reasons why this woman couldn't breastfeed. Just as so, there's a lot of reasons that I could breastfeed. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, my daughter latched in the hospital immediately. Right after birth, she latched on, which means my milk came in a lot quicker than most mothers whose baby didn't latch on until day 2 or day 3. That right there gave me an advantage in breastfeeding. 2, I had an insurance company that gave me a breast pump for free. No charge at all. And breast pumps are like, what, $400, $500 now? That's another advantage that I had. Also, at the time, my mother had a job that allowed her to take time off to assist me with my newborn. So she was there with me the entire time. When my newborn woke up, she was there picking her up, bringing her to me to feed, waking me up every 2 hours to pump. I had somebody who had experience breastfeeding 5 children show me the ropes. That's an advantage. On top of that, I had a deep freezer. I had a place to actually store my breast milk after pumping it and keeping it fresh for as long as I needed it. That's another advantage. Bottom line, I recognize that there is 101 things that can go into breastfeeding and not just be ignorant and thinking that because I did it, anybody can do it. And the reason why I know this is because I made it my business to educate myself, and I made the mental decision to not be ignorant just to stroke my own ego. And I honestly think that's what all this comes down to. I think people talk about other people's, shortcomings because they want to talk about themselves, but they don't feel comfortable enough to say, hey, I did this, I accomplished this, and I'm proud of myself. They feel like it's less of an ego thing if they talk about someone else's shortcomings first and then say, well, I can do it, so they can do it. That's why there's so many things that happen in life where I just say, I'm about to mind my business because I don't know nothing about that. Bottom line, be humble, be kind to each other, be understanding. Don't be so quick to talk about the next person because we all have a chapter of our lives that we do not read out loud. And y'all have a good day.